Mark Edwards, and I happen to be very blessed. The Lord blessed me this week. I like this time of year. The fish come up shallow, they're spawning, and I practiced Thursday. I showed up, I got here about 9 o'clock. I've never been to the lake, and I really didn't know where to go, so I went across every bridge possible. I drove around for 2 hours just looking at ramps and access points and stuff at the north end of the lake. And when I put in Thursday, I like to use a lot of moving baits just to see if I can see fish and stuff, and I happened to move several fish early, and I hooked into a 17, 18 incher and it come off, and I got to noticing there were several still up on the bank spawning, some males, and so after I kind of got a little pattern going where I could catch them on, I decided to cover a lot of water and just look for more fish. And the rest of the day on Thursday, I didn't really find that much more. I just I found one little area not too far from the ramp, and that was pretty much all I had. And Friday it was supposed to rain all day, so Friday I really didn't fish for like 2 hours. I got out there and went a different direction, trying to find more water, maybe a couple of fish on the bed, and I ended up catching 2 fish Friday off a buzzbait, which I caught some Thursday on buzzbait. And the best 5 I hooked Thursday was probably right around 90 inches. I didn't get them all to the boat, but I hooked probably 90 inches worth. And, so tournament day, I made up my mind. I thought maybe some bass was shad spawn. One of the biggest ones I caught in practice, it looked like its tail was already bloodied up. It looked like she done come off the bed, and she was real fat still, but I don't think she was on the bed. And I was assuming the shad had spawned on that point, so that's where I started this morning. And I fished there an hour. I mean, I fished 7, 8 different lures. I was all the way down to a shaky head, from wake bait to spinner bait, swim bait, nothing. And I just was moving on down the bank, and I happened to see some shad. It was like poison ivy in the water, and shad was starting to spawn around it. And I noticed the fish was eating in there, feeding. I threw a Cinco over in there, and I caught a 20 incher. And then I've measured and stuff and went on down the bank. And I left the spot. I just kept going down the bank, and then I said to myself, man, them shad are still spawning there. Go back, you might catch another. So I turned around and went back, and as I sat there was another bass fed, and I just kept throwing a Cinco in there, just kept throwing it. Got bit again. It was a 14 incher, and I measured it, and I don't know, maybe 20 minutes later, the shad just kept spawning. And there's fish every now and then hit in there, and the next fish I caught was a 20 and a half. And so I changed some collars and Cincos, just trying to mix it up, and I didn't get a bite for another 30 minutes, so I threw a shaky head. And a fish grabbed it and started swimming out. I set the hook, broke off. That fish probably cost me, it didn't cost me in this tournament, it might have cost me in the KBF. But anyhow, I broke that fish off, and I ended up finding 2 fish on a bed, and I ended up lucky and fortunate enough to catch both of them fish, and I got my limit. And the rest of the day I struggled. I moved a lot, just could not find any more fish, and the wind today was awful. I mean, it was 20 some mile an hour gust. And I come back to where I'd caught them fish that morning on the shad deal, and the wind was just, you couldn't fish it. And there happened to be some riprap there, and I set my kayak on the riprap and was just throwing a shaky head down it, and I happened to get my last fish and pulled up another inch to seal the deal.
It's still squeezing.
But that's pretty much how my day went, and very fortunate, man.